hand over to you.
Hi, thank you. My name is Ayaka. I think for us personally, our school's been doing a really good job of moderating how people are doing. We have Microsoft Teams and we use a lot of computer products and devices in our normal school lives, so this transition hasn't been as shaky as some people's. But I do think all of our classmates have suffered in some way or another. I think that it's affected everyone in different ways, but we all definitely miss seeing each other, and even just being in the presence of one another is really conducive to our learning environment. Even if we are not speaking, it's just comforting to be by other people. I think being able to adapt in this situation, though, has helped us to learn to do things differently in case of an emergency. And that would be really helpful if something similar to this happened along our timelines again. The student well-being is really important at our school, which I'm really grateful to our teachers for. I think that they've kind of tried to bump it up so people know that they're being watched over, by their teachers. And we've done these one-on-ones using technology to call each other, and we always have calls during the school week and stuff too. And sometimes we even play games and stuff. And I think that checking in and knowing how everyone is a really big part of why people are keeping themselves on track. Our transition to remote learning hasn't really been as easy, despite the technology thing. There's a lot of things that we can't do. We really like to go to museums and theaters and field trips to places. The reason I believe this is because it's where we really learn something. Experiential learning has always been a big element of the way our school functions, and not getting to the hands-on part is a big disappointment. And it's different from an exam, a computerized exam with just a list of questions, because you get to show how you learned. But we are trying to be here for each other, and we're trying to do as much as we can through our screens. I think one of the things I would worry about is the deterioration of learning quality when we transfer to remote learning. Despite what the teachers have been doing, we are falling behind a little bit in traditional learning. But this could also be a good thing, the remote learning, because it teaches us how to adapt to unexpected circumstances. We've been trying to break away from what has become normal as learning these days. So maybe this will provide awareness on just how ill-prepared we are and how we can move forward from this stronger, instead of seeing it as an adversity, seeing it as something that we've overcome. I think going forward, we have to come back knowing how everyone is, this has proven to me personally that we should always be checking in with each other, because we don't know how everyone's doing at a big event like this. And even if nobody has done anything quite so extreme as choosing to leave, there were quite a few things that we were really excited for first-time students to be able to experience. Our school has a dance program, and some students who won't be able to come back next year won't get to experience that because it is a gathering of large people. Again, the dance program has a lot to play in with elements of how we learn in art and movement, and not being able to do that is not quite so fun. But the one-on-one meetings and the usage of technology has really helped us strengthen our curriculum during school closures. I think that if everyone had the access to technology and was able to communicate with their teacher or with their friends, then it would really help motivation levels and just how people are in general during this difficult time. Thank you.
Ayaka, thank you so much for that. I was